Welcome back to another Moments in Nature, guys. It's your boy, the Real Herb Hero, and as you guys can see, we have a very special guest today. Maya with the Alveus Sanctuary. We're currently out here in Austin, Texas, and as you guys know, with the Moments in Nature videos, we basically you find a word and we kind of stick with it and see how it's showing up for us currently. So last week we spoke about duality, which was probably one of my favorite videos, and you guys showed a lot of love, so I'm hoping that this one does really well, really good as well. But today we're going to be focusing on happiness, what that looks like for us currently, you know, how happiness shows up in our lives and how we constantly look for it. So for me, you know, happiness or just being happy in general really comes from family. It's something that, you know, since COVID and my mom, you know, having, you know, the health issues that she did and having to be very cautious about the things that I did outside of my home life, it turned into like a very weird emotion for me to feel, because I felt like there were so many other things going on that I needed to focus on. And, you know, just having the wildlife and having the conservation background and being able to work with animals on a daily, it became something that was very grounding for me to find happiness in. So as you guys know, you know, throughout all the seasons that we go through, everything with family life as well as, you know, work life and everything else that's going on, finding that happiness can be something that's super difficult for people to grasp onto, especially considering the current political climate that we're going through, as well as, you know, everything else that people have to focus on. But happiness for me really shows up in my day-to-day by just focusing on family and just being happy that, you know, I still have the ability to have mom and dad around, have all the animals that we have the ability to really sit down and have these conversations and these sit downs with myself where, you know, I have the ability to discuss what things look like for me and what that could possibly look like for you in the future. So happiness is something that, even though it's an emotion that I'm constantly, you know, doing outwardly, it's not something that I think about consciously on the back end. So when we sit down and we talk about, you know, happiness and what that may look like for someone, it's different for everyone. And I hope that, you know, especially considering everything that's going on, you have the ability to feel some sort of happiness within your life, whether that be, you know, through family, through education, through wildlife, through whatever your vice may be, the gym, any of those things. And just focusing on that happiness and how bringing it to the forefront of everything that you do can take you miles and miles up a ladder that seemed like it was ungraspable at one point. And as you guys can see, I'm sitting down with one of the biggest creators on Twitch, Maya, and she's gonna give her 2 cents on what happiness looks like for her.
Whatever.
Yeah.
What is happiness to me right now?
Right.
All right, so we were just talking, I travel a lot right now. Like I do a lot of speaking engagements and travel and conferences and all of those things. And I have a really hard time with traveling, which is silly because I know a lot of people really like it. And
Yeah.
I'm grateful for it, but I'm just innately, I'm a homebody, right?
Right.
I love bugs. Stay with me.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna make sense.
I believe you.
I love bugs, and one of the things that I've realized about my love for invertebrates that has helped me so much with my happiness is when I'm traveling and I'm missing home and I'm having a really hard time being somewhere else, there are bugs everywhere,
Yes.
dude, like they're everywhere.
Billions of them.
And no matter if I'm in a city or a suburb or out doing field research or in another country or continent or whatever,
Right.
there are bugs there, and there's something about them that feel really familiar, and better yet, not familiar. Like it's like, oh, I see that, I know what that is, and that's really exciting. But if I see it and I don't know what that is, it's even more exciting.
Right.
And so it's something that feels like it's for me. It's something that feels like I know and like I love, and it feels really familiar, and it makes me really happy no matter where I am.
I love that. Love that.
Normal.
Yeah, I mean, so when I do them, it's usually just, so I hike a lot, and hiking is kind of like my only escape from like the day-to-day thoughts that I have to come up with. So I call them moments in nature. So it's funny. It's funny because when they started, it was actually around the same time that I found out that my grandmother had dementia. So it was kind of my way of, you know, basically just like open source therapy in a sense, like a way for me to just release thoughts. So
Yeah.
like Hassan said, and it's kind of like I'll come up with like a word for the week, or like something that's like really stuck on my mind, or something that's like I'm trying to hyper focus on it throughout the week. That way I don't focus on the other things that are going on. So Hassan chose a good one, which is happiness.
Message to yesterday.